Talking to Darcy Redmond. Darcy, you're a participant at the 2012 Xstrata Mount Isa Mining Expo. You've got a long association with the Expo. Would you like to give us some idea of that?
Robert, I'd begin by saying I'm in a very privileged position at the moment. It's such a wonderful thing to be a participant. In a former life, I had the wonderful privilege then of being the organiser of the Expo. We commenced the Expos, we were given the bright idea by someone else, took it with gusto, found a community that wanted it and loved it. We started it and ran 9 of them. It was time then to hand it on to other energetic young people, and the result is here today. It is a wonderful thing, and it's such a pleasure to be able to come back to it and to see it in its current style, and to know that tomorrow it'll be bigger and better too.
Darcy, you were known for your energy in those days, as you are now in private business, but in those days it was at the Civic Centre. Now you've got Buchanan Park. Tell us about the difference in the venues and what the new venue offers.
Well, the Civic Centre was a wonderful beginning because the principal thing that was available to us there was, if you like it this way, the gift of the community, that the community had really endorsed its being there.
Bo from A2O, you're both exhibitors who have got a good story to tell about what you got out of the exhibition last year. First, Ausfuel Gold. What is the company and what service does it provide?
Look, we do a range of services through this region. We've been here for 25 years. Ausfuel Gold, we do everything from tank and equipment rentals, servicing mining, pastoral, agricultural around Australia, mainly rural. And then businesses like Jim, we actually met here last year. Jason, the local business development manager, met Jim, and then we caught up a few times in Townsville. And Jim's requirements were more fuel cards, running a lot of vehicles through Townsville and Cloncurry. So for Jim it was more about the availability of fuel stations at a competitive price, because we know fuel's not the cheapest thing out here. And at our locations we can obviously assist Jim and hopefully ultimately save him money from along the way and doing business together.
Jim, how long's ATO been in business?
A2O started up about 3 years ago in Townsville, and since then we've tried to crack into the market up here in the mining areas, and to no real avail for the first couple of years. But last year we ran into Ross Tiney. Ross Tiney is with the Business Network, and Ross sort of brought us along to this expo last year. We met a lot of good people, such as here and Jason and Discovery Parks and a lot of other people networking together, and we've created some sort of a business. We're actually going all right. We're in this area now. We're up in Cloncurry. Not so. We've got another business as well, which is Oscott Civil. It's a civil area, and we're based in Cloncurry, and now we're sort of cracking some work there as well. So it's been very, very good this coming here.
Good. Anything else you'd like to say, Ross, about the expo and about what you get out of it?
The expo's well run. We certainly get a lot of benefit in coming here. I mean, a lot of current members. We got a VIP club. We've got about 70,000 members, and we got a real lot of members out here. It's really shocking how many members we got, and it's always it's really good to touch base with them to put a face to everything. But this expo is run properly. It's organised. It's with the weather.
Ross Milray, Man's Toy Shop. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
When you're ready.
I'm ready. Mike Richardson, Director of the Groundwork Group.
Looking at me. Mike, your impressions as you got off the bus?
Very impressed. Red carpet, first time, so that's the first. Certainly with the desert sunsets, they're always welcome. We get a little bit of that in Cranda, but it's great to see.
And did you expect something like this in Mount Isa?
I first came to Mount Isa when I was 16, and we copped one of these because we put on a school play, and we were treated to that, so it's been a few drinks in between, but the hospitality's been welcome.
And what do you expect tonight?
I didn't know what to expect. Little birdie said there might be something happening, but at the moment, talk to me in a couple of hours and I'll let you know what the full expectation was.
But again, your first impressions?
Very, very well presented, and so far we've enjoyed ourselves. They're going to be long days, but we expect to see some rewards, so we're welcoming that as well.
Thank you. talking to Ross Contarino, General Manager of Economic Development for Townsville Enterprise. Ross, you're at the other end of the railway for Mount Isa. How important is it for suppliers to be involved in something like the Xstrata Mount Isa Mining Expo?
Look, I think it's vitally important. We're all part of a one economy, and it's an economy where we've got raw materials found out here in the Carpentaria Minerals Province. It's transported, it's value added to at different places, comes out of the Port of Townsville, goes to markets all over the world. And a lot of businesses can get involved in that process, in what we call the supply chain. I really recommend Townsville businesses, if they haven't been out here to see this event and to sell their wares out here, it's a really great opportunity to be known in this area and to get a footprint in it. It's all about all the different services that are available. The mines and different operators require those services. They can be provided from lots of different places. It'd be great if North Queensland could get the bulk of that work.
It really is an awareness opportunity too, isn't it? To sort of expand your horizons when it comes to supplying various companies, whether it's the supply chain or the mines themselves.
Yeah, certainly, and people don't know what they don't know, so if you're not here and not in front of people's faces, you really can't see what the opportunities are, and those companies can't see where you are. So it's really about being seen. And I think the other part of it in this wonderful event that's on tonight is about celebrating the success of the mining industry, and be along in an event where people that are involved in the industry and have succeeded out of it can celebrate and showcase the different events.
Bridget Wood, Sales Manager, Grand Hotel, Townsville.
Bridget, is this your first time to the Mount Isa Mining Expo?
First time, and really impressed. It's been great for me to come out and learn more about the mining industry and the sorts of people who are here and meet with some of the buyers, so no, it's been good.
Obviously, you've been at the first day of the exhibition itself. That provides certain opportunities. How did you go in getting leads and prospects?
Lots of prospects, a few great leads, and was able to meet with a lot of the people that we currently are dealing with in Townsville. So we do supply accommodation to some of the mining companies out here already, but haven't actually got to meet face to face with those people who book the accommodation and make the decision. So that's been a good opportunity just to cement some relationships and help develop them so we can grow the business here.
And how important are functions like this tonight in terms of your networking and increasing your business contacts?
Really important for us. It helps us to get a better understanding of the requirements and the opportunities and the price pointing, and to make sure that we're providing a facility that's really needed in Townsville. So, it's important for us.
Lloyd?
John Lloyd from GFR. We're up here supporting Isa Hydraulics, the local NZ distributor here. He's into the hydraulics, we're doing compressors and stuff with him. So.
Is this your first time to Mount Isa?
This is my very first time to Mount Isa. Yeah, it's been quite an eye-opener.
And obviously not your first time to expos, you've been to...
I've been quite a few expos and that, yeah.
And how did today, your first day of the 2012 Xstrata Mount Isa Expo, compare to your previous experience?
It's very, very similar to any other expo I had. But today I found there was some good quality people who came through and were interested in the product, and there was a good interest in what the Isa Hydraulics can supply and provide for the community.
The organising committee does go out of its way to present networking opportunities. Have you ever seen something like this before?
The do here tonight. Yeah. No, this is rather unique. They're rather good. Great spot out here. Yeah.
How important is networking in the overall scheme of things when you're trying to create contacts and trying to, develop relationships, I guess?
Well, these networking things are the only way that really works. You'd never really be able to gauge just exactly how much business you do generate from this, but there's always an interest. People come around, you might not see exactly what they want to see first time round, but they come back to you and they start asking questions, and you can provide usually. Yeah, so it's just great. People know you're out there. You've got to be here to get there, Yeah.
So a good investment overall. You've brought a couple of people up with you, haven't you?
No, I've come up by myself, but on our stand there would be There's quite a few support groups that were there. So over the stand, we've probably got about 10 people there that are supporting Oz Hydraulics.
Is it? I guess it's all complimentary. The various people in that stand.
Oh yes, yeah. It's very well. It just complements his range, you know, from what his business is and what all the different products he can support to the community. Yeah.
Will you be back?
I love the ISA. Yeah, I've got a lot of good friends up here that I've played rugby with before, so now I'm sort of catching up with them and having a good time in the ISA. Yeah.
Yes, this is what we do at the gate.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh.
I heard all about that.
Yeah.